So yeah, we'll see how far we get. I guess one player. One weird thing about Skate, here let me show you, is that this kick throw, it doesn't give you any points unless you've killed someone with it. I found that out years ago, actually. Or maybe somebody else did and I found it out. I don't know. I don't know if I was the first one to find it. Or if it was somebody else. Because when I started playing these games, I was much later than other people who played in, say, the 90s. And they've been on this for like 2 decades before I came along. Oh, alright. You still hurt me? How'd she get up there already? To grab me. See, now because I'm not Shiva, I have to actually participate in the bulldozer scene instead of just run through the walls or run and get pushed through the walls. Yeah, I'm dying. If I die, I'm probably just gonna end the stream. Continue this another time. I guess I'm still alive, alright. Hello. We're doing deathless runs on the top difficulty. King iOpa is playing a secret character. That you have to unlock. I'm his partner on the mic. You probably won't see him in the chat until after this attempt. Yeah, it's kind of weird, this part. Like, you could just camp in here all the time, and the whole time you could just sit in here. And they always have a chance of getting hit by a rail car, so you don't actually have to play this part. You could, like, go make lunch. You can go eat. Go pick up your kids from school. And you'll still be making progress in this part. It's... yeah. The most effort you would have to do in this stage is scroll the screen forward and get to the end. Because without that, you are actually stuck here. Oh wow. But there's only one left. Alright, we got that. Nimpo Kage Bushin or something like that. Hello, by the way. Something like that. I think in New Era, Streets of Rage 2 New Era, there's a mode named after that. And then we just had this punching bag ninja here. I wouldn't know. Wow. I cannot believe he did that. Yeah, I'm afraid I don't know much about Naruto. Try to keep them away from that food there. So I just had these guys trapped in the corner here. It all depends on your positioning and what type of enemy you're dealing with. So Garcia and Donovan will be that type of enemy that just, if you can manipulate them like I am, they'll just sort of sit there. They want to circle around you, I guess, but they can't. Oh, there's more. So it wasn't that great. So they're gonna give it a rest, you're saying? Or slow down or something. How long has the show been around for? Electra is another one of those enemies that I talked about manipulating. So this time we are going to let the chief of police die, because we're going to City Hall. No, he was defeated in 3. And after 3, he's pretty much dead. I think it's alright, I mean... But really, I just care more about the game. Oh, that reached him? Damn it. Yeah, I guess Shiva is no longer one of the bad guys. One thing I thought was weird is like how in 4 he jumps around the map. He jumps around the area. And then the playable version does not. Like, that could have been the vertical dodge for the one character. But, you know, didn't do it. And of course, we know the boss version never had his final crash move. I haven't checked out the DLC for Ninja Turtles, but I have Ninja Turtles. I have Shredder's Revenge. But I haven't played it in a while, so... Am I really gonna get the DLC? I'm not really sure. Because I haven't been very active lately on it. Well, they actually did change the difficulty. They changed Mania Plus and made it harder for Streets of Rage 4. But it only took them like 3 patches. And I don't even know if just beating the game is that hard. Well, I mean, maybe. If you don't know what to do anyway. But, you know, I've been playing since the game came out. So of course I know more how to play the game. But since release, I feel like Mania difficulty has been pretty easy. I mean, people had no death runs like a week after the game first came out. And then the version after it came out, and the game became even easier. Like, wow. They did fix things in version 5, but they also made the game, like, super easy. Yeah, Streets of Rage 3 Shiva. I don't like how they messed up his movement. They gave him more moves, but he can't dash and he can't dodge like in this game. And I just don't like that. It makes me feel like the Street of Rage 3 version was never actually in the game as they said he was. He's really the Streets 2 version, but then they realized that they should have put this version in for legacy reasons, so now we have Streets of Rage 2 Shiva wearing Streets of Rage 3 sprites. It's ridiculous. Like, I wanted the one from 3, but, you know, obviously give him more moves like they did. Just, you know, have the movement options. Even if he can't use weapons, like, I get it. In the source material, he didn't have that. But what also would have been nice is if he could use the weapons, but I could see what they were trying to do there. At least. Well, I think it's kind of interesting to see, like, as the game looks, as Streets 4 looks now, and you see these old pixelated characters. It's kind of funny, actually. I got hit. But yeah, when the new Shiva came out, I was just like, I'd rather just do this. It's the same shit, but better. Cause they both have the limited dash. Even the retro levels, though, they were only from Streets of Rage 2. They didn't have, for quite some time, they didn't have any from 3. They still don't have any from the first one. They just have the bosses. I don't even think there's any enemies from 1. Like the regular enemies. They only have the bosses. But yeah, what bothered me the whole time was from versions 4 to 7, you only had Streets of Rage 2 retro boss fights in the arcade mode. Version 7, you know, they had the other characters added in, even the stages, but the stages were only in survival mode, and so are the bosses, actually. The added bosses. Some characters couldn't even get in the retro levels. Like Dr. Zan or Shiva. Because they couldn't use weapons the way normal characters use them. So, they were unable to do that stuff for like 3 versions. I understand that 2 is the most popular, but I mean, I always thought it was lame that they only picked one of the games, like no Streets 1, which is the very original game, and they don't have that. I mean, that's pretty silly to me. And yeah, obviously, you know, put Streets of Rage 2 stuff in. I expect it, but I was wishing the whole time that they would also include stuff from 1 and 3. Maybe the Master System games or Game Gear titles. Yeah, you do have to play like 30 to 40 stages of survival to get all the alternate moves in one sitting. Or you could just do it in multiple sittings. Whatever, but yeah. Survival can go on for quite some time, but I mean, that depends on how good you are, how lucky you are, because sometimes just straight up nonsense will happen. And you kind of can't avoid it. Like, I've had times where explosive barrels spawn right in front of me, I end up hitting it, and by surprise it just kills me. Like, how was I supposed to win? Yeah, I think at some point the enemies just one-shot you, but I've never really gotten that far in survival. Sometimes I play it for fun. I mean, I do appreciate the variety. That's what initially I think Streets of Rage 4 was lacking, was variety in terms of modes. Like, they had boss rush. I don't think a lot of people did battle mode, but I guess some still do, like to this day. But I mean, you know, not as much as the others. Yeah, we got that. We got this one down as well. That's good. The battle mode in Streets of Rage 4, yeah. I've seen people in the lobbies play that, so I mean, it's something different. I'm kind of glad to see it sometimes, and I'll even take part in it. Yeah. I was kind of hoping for like event mode, I did want survival mode. And they did do that. Maybe an event mode or a challenge mode where they give you like a bunch of challenges. Kind of like Smash Brothers Melee, where they had the event mode. And you had all these different scenarios, and they told you to like pick certain characters or do certain things a certain way. Stuff like that would have been nice. I know Remake has it. Yeah, I think they had limited time, probably a limited budget. I think. The retro characters seem pretty rushed, so maybe that's at least an indicator that those were a late decision and, you know, not much time was spent. One of my main issue with the Ninja Turtles game is that you could always just spam your super, and it would make some of the fights like ridiculous, like just flat out unlosable. Like fighting Shredder, all you really had to do was sit there, taunt, and spam your super, but I guess with custom game modes, you could turn that stuff off. Like, you don't taunt to generate super meter. So, I'm glad that was addressed in some way. Because that was pretty stupid. I was a Splinter player. Streets of Rage 4, I think so far now one of my issues is that the characters still can't run and roll like they can in 3. Because they wanted to make the game like 2. I guess there were some arguments about running killing the pace, flattening the pace or some crap, flattening the gameplay. They may have even tested it with running, and I don't think they liked it as much. No, he means like modern day, like brawlers that came out recently, like Streets of Rage 4, Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge. I have not played Mayhem Brawler. I know what that is, but I haven't played it. I like the idea of status effects. Like, I think they had bleeding, stun. I think they had. But I don't really know because I don't play that game. I don't keep up with it. I played Fight and Rage. That's one of the better games I played in general. It plays like Streets 3, actually. That's probably why I like it so much. Though maybe I feel like some of the there should have been more levels with gimmicks. Maybe some more. Fight. I'll type it. That was like a Steam exclusive title, but then it got ported to other consoles. It got put on GOG eventually. But yeah, for a while it was just a Steam game. He had to work on getting... The developer had to work on getting the game to consoles. But eventually it happened and you could see it. And, you know, GOG... like the alternate PC version. Alternate to Steam. Yeah. I wonder what the development time was. Was it 3 years? I don't really remember. Yeah, but that's another game I think is good. Yeah, I would give it a shot. It might be hard at first, but I mean, just take the time to like learn it. Because there have been complaints about the game's difficulty since release. But I think if you just like take some time and like learn how to play it, I think that's really all you need. If you want like a simpler way to play it, you know, you could pick Ricardo, the power character. He doesn't have a lot of moves and he hits hard. Pretty much I believe he was designed for people that didn't really play these types of games. But yeah, just like look into it, give it a shot if you want. Yeah, this as well. Cowabunga collection? No. I have not. What games does it consist of? Oh, hello. We actually finished our runs. We have already 2 successful runs. Yeah, I guess you missed it. But we could always try this again another day. You know, do more. You could watch the highlights or the past broadcast. I mean, even if you like Streets 2 better, if you like Streets 2 more, I still think this is worth investing your time in. Although some people still might not think that way. But, I mean, you know, give it a chance. There's always an alternate version, the Japanese version, which is easier if difficulty is an issue. It's also uncensored. In Japan, the series is called Bare Knuckle. So, and the third one is the most different of the games. So, the difference, it's worth checking out just for the differences alone. Pretty interesting stuff. I like both, but I prefer this version, the American version. It's just the Japanese version for me is too easy. It's less refined. Like they didn't really. Some stuff seems more broken in that version than this one. Like Skate's headbutt, his blitz attack, it doesn't. His headbutt part of the animation, it doesn't do any damage. It has no hitbox. But the American version fixed it so that it actually hits. They increased the roll distance. You don't lose as much health from using specials earlier than the gauge fills. I'm sure there's already videos out there, aren't there? Maybe websites to read. Websites with information on this type of stuff. But I don't know if like they'll talk about stuff that I usually talk about. Like enemy placement, skates, blitz attack. Yeah. That's probably what they'll tell you the most. Like the most obvious. Yeah. I believe hardcore has a health bar in the Japanese version. But yeah, those are our runs. We'll do more some other day. I don't know when. If there's nothing wrong with it, yeah, I guess you can do that. Like if there's no stupid noises coming from the microphone, like static. We upload our successful runs to YouTube. He uploads them and then I mirror them on my own channel. Because I participated in making it. It's just something to put on my channel. I don't really upload a lot. Or even stream a lot, aside from what I do here with iOpa. I may have to get back into Streets of Rage 4 runs. Yeah, it's basically Streets 3 co-op for the most part now. I had one Streets of Rage 4 run, No Death, No Stars with Floyd. I have to make more of those, actually. I don't know when. But yeah. Yeah, thanks to everyone who came by.